My family's been taking me on cruises for literally as long as I can remember. And at this point, I've spent almost a year of my life on cruises and I'm not even 30 years old. With that experience, I think I've gotten pretty good at packing. Outside of that, I've also been to 25 countries over the last 3 years, sometimes up to 6 months at a time traveling. So I've gotten pretty good at understanding what I need to bring for what occasions and what I need to pack in this space allowed for that trip. So with that being said, in this video, I want to go through what I would pack for a Caribbean cruise if I'm either A, someone who maybe has never done it before and you're just looking for some tips on the first time, or B, maybe you pack too much stuff and you're like, all right, how do I make this a little bit more bearable? So that's gonna be the video. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, welcome back to the Lifting Nomad. My name is Alex, as always. And in this video, like I said, I want to go through my normal packing routine for what I'm bringing on a Caribbean cruise. In this case, I am going on a Royal Caribbean cruise on one of their older ships, the Independence of the Seas. This is April 2024 when this video is being recorded. First time on the Independence. I have in the past been on from different cruise lines: Norwegian, MSC, Holland America, Princess, Royal Caribbean, Virgin. So I think I've been on a pretty good spread of them. From Royal Caribbean, I'm also like Diamond Plus, so I've been on quite a few of them. From this class of ship, I don't think I have been on, I guess I did Freedom and Liberty, which would be the same class. But anyways, first time on Independence of the Seas, so let's talk about what to bring. So when it comes to packing for cruises, one of the most important things you need to do early on is understand, are there going to be theme nights? Do I need to pack a certain type of clothes? What's the weather going to be like? Am I going to Alaska? Am I going to the Caribbean? Am I going to Europe? In this case, we are going to focus on the Caribbean. That is obviously going to be fairly hot throughout. And there's a couple things you want to think about. I mean, throughout all my time cruising, I've realized one thing, that you don't nearly need as much clothes as you end up bringing. And for the most part, I pretty much style myself around 2 outfits per day. So here's what I'm packing for 4 days. That's it. Pretty much my outfits at this point have gotten narrowed down to 2 essential outfits, one through the day and one through the night. And during the daytime, I'm pretty much always wearing the same sort of style, which is going to be swimsuit and some type of shirt. Generally for the nicer restaurants, if you are someone eating like let's say the specialty restaurants, I don't believe they let you in with a sleeveless or flip-flops on some of these ships. Virgin doesn't really care at all, which is why Virgin is my favorite cruise line. But some of the other ones may care. But what I'm bringing is pretty much standard stakes for that. I'm gonna have, this is a 4-night cruise. So like I said, during the day, I'm wearing a swimsuit and some type of shirt. During the night, I'm always wearing a short sleeve button up with shorts or pants. In this case, there's only one formal night, so I am only bringing 1 pair of pants. But let's just go through some of the outfits. Essentially, you know, after packing and traveling so much, I do try to keep a lot of, as you can tell from what I have here, a lot of blacks and whites, just like stuff that lets you mix and match. You almost always never need more than like 2 pairs of swimsuit. In this case, I am bringing 3, which, you know, I could totally get fine without, but it's, you know, have the space given what I'm bringing. And on that note, all I'm packing for this trip is 1 small roller bag carry-on and 1 personal item backpack that I'm taking on the plane to have my toiletries, like an iPad to watch movies, my headphones, my passport, that kind of stuff. But that is it. No checked bag. I think it's it's an atrocity if you can't go on like a 4 or 5 night trip without a checked bag. Generally, my rule of thumb is anything under 7 days, I shouldn't need a checked bag. Okay, so what do we got here? So we got 2 pairs of swim shorts here. I generally also lay out my clothes for the days that I'm going to be wearing them. So here I have my boarding day outfit, which is going to be a pair of black swim shorts and also a black button up. I find it just really versatile to go from like brunch or breakfast the day of straight to the port. This is like a linen style shirt. I also tend to wear black anytime I have to carry my backpack or something else, just so that if I do sweat or something stains it, it's not noticeable at all, versus like if you're wearing white or some sort of bright colors, you know, it's a lot easier to get that damage on day one. If I am going to wear something white, it is going to be likely later in the cruise when I got a little bit more of a tan going. So day one outfit here, I also typically do bring one pair of workout shorts and one workout shirt. Generally on a 7-night cruise, I would work out maybe 3 times. I would work out, day off. And then during that day off in between, I would just like rinse my workout clothes in the bathroom and then just let them hang dry. It's not really going to matter too much for like a week cruise, like I said. You're usually not trying to dress to impress anyone when you are in the gym. Outside of that, I also have 2 additional short sleeve tank tops. It's a Caribbean. It's going to be like 31, 32 degrees Celsius. It's going to be hot, so I need like really light clothes for that. So I'll have 2 tank tops to go with my black swim shorts. That way I can get 2 different outfits out of the same pair of swim shorts. Just change the shirt. Pretty simple. Obviously, underwear as well, pretty straightforward. 1 pair of underwear for each day you're on board. So for a 7-night cruise, I would have 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks. For the nighttime, I generally stick to like short sleeve button-up style shirts. As you can see here, like this is like a Hawaiian theme. Also got like more kind of like printed designs underneath. This is like my style. Again, this really comes down to personal preference. I like to wear things that are kind of like moisture wicking material, like that polyester sort of feel, because it is going to be hot and I like to go dancing. I like to stay out late. And if I'm wearing like something that's like heavy and I'm getting sweaty, I'm just going to feel kind of gross. So I'd rather wear something that's light and easy to change. Other than that, pants wise, I'm bringing 1 pair of shorts. Like I said, those are dress shorts. I am bringing an extra backup pair of dress shorts. These are black, just for the sake of having some options if I do want them. And like I said, I'm not bringing much, so it's pretty straightforward. This is gonna fit in my bags. Also bringing 1 pair of pants. Like I said, most cruises do have some kind of formal night, so just check the itinerary of where you're going. On that note as well, sometimes you'll see things like theme nights. Obviously really popular is like Caribbean night, where you're wearing like florals. There's also things like white night, so you'd have like an all white outfit. Virgin Voyages does a Scarlet night. So these are actually, these shorts here from my Scarlet night on the Virgin Voyages. So there's like a pair of red swim shorts that I wear during the pool party. I also bring a standard like sort of day bag. This is like a tote bag that you can bring around the ship just to like carry like sunscreen, carry my phone, carry my shoes if I'm getting out of the hot tub, carry my shirt, stuff like that. It's just really helpful to have something like that because a lot of the ships don't. I think Virgin actually gives you one in your closet that you can pay for, but it's just better to bring your own that way you don't have to get rinsed for buying something that you don't need. For shoes, again, I keep it pretty simple. I'm gonna wear I have a pair of Vessi, like waterproof, really comfy, like slip on, slip off shoes that I always wear to the airport. They're just super comfy, easy for the flight. And then that also lets me be a little bit versatile if I want to wear them to the gym or if we're doing like some kind of excursion that's maybe a little bit more active at port. I want to have a comfy pair of shoes. Outside of that, I almost just always wear a pair of black flip-flops. Super simple, super straightforward. Nighttime for this one, because my outfits are a little bit whiter, I'm bringing a pair of white leather sneakers. All 4 outfits are gonna wear the same pair of shoes. You don't have to overcomplicate this. I keep my fashion, like I said, pretty straightforward. When I've traveled this much, I learned you don't really need that much shoes. No point lugging them around if you're only gonna wear them once, in my mind. But this is just my style. Again, if you do want to bring a check bag and bring 15 pairs of shoes, knock yourself out. Finally, just a couple of random tips that I like to bring is this is Downy Wrinkle Release Spray. I don't know if that's going to zoom in properly, but essentially what you can do with this is sometimes when you're packing clothes, they get wrinkled. So you can spray it with the Downy Wrinkle Release, throw it in the shower, in the bathroom while you're showering. Tends to, on the cruise ships, be very, very good sealed bathrooms. So the steam will actually fog up really quickly and you'll have kind of an impromptu steamer. So I'd spray it with this, have a shower, whip my clothes down, and generally it gets a lot of the wrinkles out. Worth it if you're considering going on a cruise. I think it's a really simple thing. It's also 90 milliliters, so it's totally fine to fly with. A couple other random things I bring are these like Listerine pocket packs. It's difficult to find gum on the cruise ships, and then especially I don't like the idea of people chewing gum and then like it just kind of gets everywhere. And you'll see on a cruise it's not that common to see people chewing gum, so I prefer to have these little things that essentially do the same thing of freshening my breath without leaving the nasty little gum all over the place. Finally, I do take creatine when I'm at home. Obviously, half of this channel is about travel, the other half is about fitness. So I usually bring like creatine pills. If you are bringing like powder, it can be a little bit annoying just to like find somewhere to mix it. This way you can just like take your pills in the morning and you get your dose of creatine. I did want to mention as well, these are actually compression packing cubes that you can see on like Amazon. And basically what you do is you put different types of clothes into these, and then they'll actually fold up and let you save a ton of space in your bags. I usually do this with things like underwear and socks, maybe my gym clothes or my swim shorts, something that I don't really care about getting wrinkled. That way it's gonna save a ton of room in my bag and just not take up much space. Generally, the things like my dress shirts are what I leave on top, so that way they stay as wrinkle-free as possible. They do usually get a little bit wrinkly, but you know, what are you gonna do? But other than that, that's pretty much how I would pack for a Caribbean cruise. Like I said, keep it straightforward. Pick out one outfit for during the day, one outfit during the night. Set them on your bed and then pack it pretty straightforward. It's not that much more difficult than this, but I think a lot of people do tend to overpack. And then keep in mind, on board the ship, store is going to have like sunscreen, going to have Dramamine, which is like seasickness or nausea pills. They're going to have things like condoms, all that stuff on board in the like gift shop. So like emergencies, stuff like that, you're gonna be able to buy it, as well as there's the medical center on board that is gonna have anything more strong that you need if you end up feeling ill on your cruise. So hopefully this video was useful. I am super excited to get on board. I've been on a cruise in almost a year. Even though I've done this a lot, it is still like a super exciting moment to be on day one, to get on board and take a look around the ship and see who's gonna be my cruising, my cruise mates, and how much fun we're gonna have for the next few days. So hopefully this video was useful to get my perspective. Like I said, keep it simple, keep it light. You're not going to wear as much clothes as you think. But yeah, that's going to be the video. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Alex. Welcome back to Lifting Nomad. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.